Good morning, children. Once again, I am here with you to take your class. As all of you know, in my previous class, I had taught you a very interesting chapter, and the topic it was The Cherry Tree, written by Ruskin Bond. Whenever we talk about Ruskin Bond, he is not only a writer but also a very good orator, thinker, philosopher, and he is popular and very well known throughout the country as being an Indian by citizen. He is very much liked by the all sections of the people, whether children, adult, old, everyone prefers his piece of writings. Okay, so in this chapter 2, he has so beautifully described the daily happenings, isn't it? Whatever it happens in our day to day life, everyday lifestyle, life standards, whatever it is found in our surroundings, this is what he has so beautifully described for us to read, and we have really enjoyed his piece of work. So, Ruskin Bond, he was born in the year 1934, and the place where he was born was Kasoli, which is in our own country, that is India. He now lives in Mussoorie. The first book he read as a child was Ali in Wonderland. So, in childhood also he was very fond of reading. So, the very first book which he had read was when he was a child, it was the book called Ali in Wonderland. These books, these stories had really inspired him to write such type of beautiful piece of works indeed. And at the same time, The Room on the Roof was published when he was 21. When he was just 21 age, at that moment, his first piece of work, that is The Room on the Roof, was published and was partly based on his experiences in Dehradun. And this particular The Room on the Roof which was published, it was partly based on the experiences whatever he had gathered when he was in Dehradun. Though he was authored several collections, Rusty Adventures, The Panther's Moon, The Night Train at Deoli, and Our Tree Still Grows at Dera are his most popular story collections. So, out of those many story collections, he has written so many stories. There are many collection of stories which is written by Ruskin Bond. Out of them, here are the few names it is given which are very popular. It is interesting to read in your any time ahead in your coming days. If you find an opportunity, I suggest you also to go through these stories which are really very interesting and enjoyable for everyone. Stories like Rusty's Adventures, The Panther's Moon, The Night Train at Deoli, and also Our Tree Still Grows at Dehra. These are the very famous and popular stories written by Ruskin Bond. So this is what we come to learn in short about Ruskin Bond here. Here I am giving you the answers to all the reference to context questions. First, number 2. The extract is here. Nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. Related to this extract, there are 3 questions A, B, and C. I'll begin with first, that is A. Question is, who said this and to whom? Answer is here. Grandfather said this to Rakesh. I repeat, grandfather said this to Rakesh. Now I move on to question number B, that is, what was the speaker referring to? And the answer to this question, it is here. The speaker was referring to the cherry seed. Once again, the speaker was referring to the cherry seed. Let us move to question number C. How did the person being spoken to put it to some use? And the answer is here. He planted the cherry seed in the garden. I repeat, he planted the cherry seed in the garden. Reference to context number 3. Here is the extract for you. Come back when you are a butterfly, he said. Related to this extract, 3 questions are here too, A, B and C. Let us begin with A. Question is here, who said this and to whom? Answer, Rakesh said these words to a caterpillar. Once again, Rakesh said these words to a caterpillar. Question B. Why did the speaker not want the creature to stay? Answer is here. The speaker didn't want the creature to stay as it would eat away all the tender leaves of the plant. Once again, the speaker didn't want the creature to stay as it would eat away all the tender leaves of the plant. Now question C. What does this line tell you about the speaker? Answer is here. This line tells us that the speaker is very concerned and serious about the cherry plant. Once again, this line tells us that the speaker is very concerned and serious about the cherry plant. Now, extract 4. He could see the mountain striding away into the clouds. Related to this, 3 questions here too, A, B and C. I am beginning with number A. Question is here, who is referred to as he in this line? And the answer it is here, he is referred to Rakesh in this line. Once again, he is referred to Rakesh in this line. Next, question B. From where could he see the mountain? Answer, he could see the mountain from the garden lying down on the grass. I repeat, he could see the mountain from the garden lying down on the grass. Question C. What does the expression striding away into the clouds mean? Answer it is here. Striding away into the clouds means it was noticed as if the mountain it was moving along with the clouds. Once again, striding away into the clouds means it was noticed as if the mountain it was moving along with the clouds. Let us move towards to the main question answers now. Topic, read, reflect and write. Question number 5. Here is the question for you. How did Rakesh and his grandfather spend the winter evenings? Answer is here. In the winter evenings, sitting near the charcoal fire, grandfather told stories to Rakesh and Rakesh read newspaper for the grandfather. I repeat the answer once again for you. In the winter evenings, sitting near the charcoal fire, grandfather told stories to Rakesh and Rakesh read newspaper for the grandfather. Question number 6. Rakesh thought that the cherry tree had died on 2 occasions. Narrate the incidents briefly. Answer is here for you. Firstly, once a goat entered the garden and ate its all leaves when it was 2 feet high. Secondly, a grass cutting woman cut the cherry tree into 2. Once again, I repeat the answer for you children. Firstly, once a goat entered the garden and ate its all leaves when it was 2 feet high. Secondly, a grass cutting woman cut the cherry tree into two. Question 7. What question does Rakesh ask at the end of the story? What do you think he means by the question? Answer is here for you. At the end of the story, Rakesh asks the question, is this what it feels to be God? He means by this, as God is the creator of this beautiful universe, he thought God too may feel the same which he is feeling at the moment. I repeat for you, at the end of the story, Rakesh asks the question, is this what it feels to be God? He means by this, as God is the creator of this beautiful universe, he thought God too may feel the same which he is feeling at the moment. Now, question number 8 and 9, both of these two questions are asking the individual opinion of the readers. Like question number 8, would you consider Rakesh and his grandfather to be nature lovers? Why do you think it is important to plant trees? Next, number 9, nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. Give an example of your own to illustrate this quote. So, in this regard, both of these two questions are asking your personal opinions. You all are supposed to perform these two questions as your homework. Now, moving to page number 37, the topic word wall, there is a question number 1. Replace the underlined word with the appropriate synonym. So, in this exercise, there are options given. You are supposed to choose the correct option. The photocopy of this exercise I am going to provide you. Please note it down in your notebook. Okay. Now next is the page 39. There is one more grammar exercise, that is number 1. Insert a, an or the wherever necessary and rewrite the sentences. Wherever necessary. If it is necessary, you are going to use. If it is not necessary, it is not compulsory to use it. Okay? And this type of exercise you have already performed in your grammar work also, so I don't think that it would be quite difficult for you to do this exercise too. So please do this also in your notebook as your homework. In this way, we move to page number 40. In page number 40, dictionary. Number 1. Read the words given below and look up to their meanings in the dictionary. Then use each of these words in 2 sentences, first as a noun and then as a verb. There are 5 words given here. A. Balance, B. Talk, C. Display, D. Worry, and E. Escape. Use these words to make sentences. First you will use it as a noun and second you will use it as a verb. So these are the all exercises, works that you will be performing in your notebooks, children. Now we are going to perform the various grammatical exercises which are in your book. The first one which we are going to do is, it is in page number 37, and the topic word wall. Number 1. Replace the underlined word with the appropriate synonym. A.
Arunima Sinha is a daring mountaineer who braved all obstacles to scale mountains. Reckless and fearless. Out of these two options, you are supposed to choose option second, that is fearless. Next, number B. Lincoln was looking for an answer to the problem. There are two options here as well. First one, result, and the second one, solution. You are supposed to choose solution. Number C. M.S. Subulakshmi was a great singer. Option first, use, and second, talented. Choose second option, that is talented. Number D. Gandhi was sad when he lost his pocket watch. Two options are here, dejected and pathetic. First option, that is dejected, is the correct answer. Number E. Jane Goodall studied chimpanzees in their natural environment. First option, unrefined, and second option, native. Choose the second option, that is native.